You know, when I look around at all the entrepreneurs who are grinding it out, spending 70 to 80 hours per week growing their business, you have to ask yourself the question, at what cost? Hi, my name's Tim Uchuk, and in this podcast, we're going to be exploring the tools, tactics, and strategies for crushing it and scaling your business without making the ultimate sacrifice of your time and freedom. Hey, what's up, everyone? Tim Uchuk here. It is a beautiful Friday here on the island. Thought I would jump on real quick. It's just the afternoon, and I wanted to record an idea with you, a strategy with you, in today's podcast on my way to the post office. And it's something I was thinking about. I've been mountain biking a lot more. With a lot of us being kind of housebound these days, I've been mountain biking just to make sure I get my daily dose of fresh air and exercise. And just to give you some context, there's a loop that I do from my house, and I go into this old growth forest, and there's like this path, and the first half is all uphill. It's undulating. There's like hairpin turns up and down, and it's really fun actually in this old growth forest. And it's about 30 minutes this loop, and I do the same one every time. Typically, I try to squeeze it in at around lunchtime. I get my work done in the morning, try to get a bike in, because oftentimes at the end of the workday, it's like dinner and then kids and family and all that kind of stuff. So I try to squeeze it in kind of midday, give myself an endorphin boost. And so this particular loop, I'm always trying to get faster with it, and it reminds me of, for those of you who have who like racing, either watching it or racing, whether it be on like a bike or marathon, triathlons, any form of racing. Um, it's always interesting. I can remember when I was young, I used to do these video games as well, where you would be chasing your perfect lap, right? How can I execute every corner flawlessly, and what does the perfect lap look like in terms of time? And I remember, if you haven't seen, what is it, Ford versus Ferrari, there's a scene where the mechanic, Christian Bale, is talking to his son, and they're sitting at night. It's the night before a big race, and they're looking out at the racetrack, and he's saying, "Can you see it?" to his son. And the son says, "See what?" And he says, "It's the perfect lap. It's out there. Can you see it?" And they start talking about the perfect lap and visualizing and setting up your turns and eliminating, minimizing any friction, any drag, and visualizing that it's out there, while at the same time knowing that it doesn't exist. It's this infinite loop that all we can do is try to inch closer and closer and closer towards this idea of perfection, knowing that it's not out there. In other words, it's a puzzle that will take us till the rest of our days to solve. When you look at, and so to bring it back to context, so I do the same thing with this mountain bike loop. I call it the infinite loop, and I measure my progress against myself. So my progress, last time I did it was 29 minutes and 32 seconds. And so what I'm thinking when I'm on this course, I'm looking at every setup, every angle, just trying to be more efficient and effective, being in the right gear at the right moment, all that kind of stuff. So within the context of my business, I think the same way, that infinite loop, knowing that it's not out there, but at the same time working every single day to, how can I shave off 1 second? How can I just shave off 1 second? And we do the same thing in business. We look at the value stream, which any business has a value stream, where a customer comes in through the front door. And of course, your business, all businesses exist to solve a problem. People give you money in exchange for you solving a problem. You're a vehicle for solving a problem, your business. Doesn't matter your industry. How can you, as efficiently as possible, deliver as much value as possible to your clients? That's your value stream. And so to set yourself up for that perfect lap, that perfect loop, which doesn't exist, but you're always trying to get there, what can we do to eliminate the drag, eliminate the weight, optimize your vehicle, harness new technology such as automation, to make the client onboarding as slick and value driven, but at the same time efficient as possible. So let me see if I can think of some examples here. So in our Perfect Week coaching program, for example, I'll give you a quick one. When someone decides to join our program, we the old school way of doing it is you onboard someone by typing out an email and adding them to the program, adding them to our Facebook group, and onboarding. There's a number of steps you take to get them into the program. What we've done in the name of that infinite loop is to expedite that whole process. It's triggered by in a automation software we use. It's called ActiveCampaign. It's triggered by us just going to the contact, we add a tag, and everything happens automatically. They receive 3 emails that get added into the program automatically. There's an onboarding sequence that takes place, and there's like a chain of 10 different things that happen that used to happen manually. And the same thing is true in my other businesses for like our sales teams. When you move like a deal forward within our CRM, we use Pipedrive for our CRM and the other businesses. When you have a meeting, there's like a checklist that automatically gets created and assigned, a task gets assigned, a due date gets assigned. There's like a bunch of stuff that happens automatically, zero friction, reinforces the right behaviors, and makes that process more of a grease shoot, that one little area. So when you look at it this way, again, like when I was younger, I like these racing games. I don't really like other video games. I never have, but I like this idea of racing, and I think it's that quest for that perfect loop. Same with the marathon, right? When I run, if I'm doing a loop, I like to set my target pace, and then I race myself with my watch and all that kind of stuff. So that makes it fun. It makes it less daunting because a lot of us are hard on ourselves because we measure ourselves against perfection, feeling that it's like possible to get there. So if you recognize that there's always going to be room for improvement, and what is that like 1-inch gain that you can make today, to shave off, a half a second on this one corner in your business? What is it and how can you do it? And do that every day or at least every week. Small little improvements, and they'll compound over time. It's amazing what is possible. But it's also really fun when you can set up events like this that will save you a little bit of time. So for example, that example I gave you, when we're adding on a new client to our coaching program, that used to take, initially it was like a 10-minute task. So multiply 10 minutes times, 5, per week, right? So that's 50 minutes a week times 4 per month times 12. So we cut it from 10 minutes per operation down to about 5 seconds, right? So we've saved 9 minutes and 55 seconds per operation. If you can do that towards one operation in your business and just keep doing that, you will be untouchable in the grand scheme of things, with the knowledge that it's never ending, right? You're always looking for a way to optimize and perfect an approach and come closer towards that perfect loop, that perfect lap. So I hope that makes sense with that analogy. It came to mind during my ride this week because I was able to shave off a little bit of time. So hope that's helpful. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch you guys soon. Hey, Tim Uchuk here, and real quick, if you enjoyed this podcast episode, if you could take a couple quick seconds to give it a rating, it would be very much appreciated. And secondly, if you're looking for more tools and strategies on how you can crush it in life and business, just head on over to bookwithtim.com, where I've put together a free case study which shows you how to unlock unprecedented freedom today by using the 2 power levers. Just head on over to bookwithtim.com. Until next time, wishing you success and freedom in your business. Cheers.